tough 5-set loss at Minnesota, then responded with a 3-set sweep at Northwestern. Running the middle are the Scarlet Knights. Furbringer going outside and into the block. Rutgers trying to set the tone with twice as many service errors, trying to use that green light mentality to go for things when it calls for it, leads to another overpass. But Wisconsin there up front defensively. Back row attack can kill it. Off speed from Spratt. Lexi Byzantine sliding in for a nice up. Franklin working back to keep that one alive. And the block from Booth seals the deal for the Badgers here in set 1. Second of the match for the Scarlet Knights. Furbringer going to Orgeat. And they've got her into the net. Point Rutgers.
When Furbringer's up front, the front court has to talk about it every time.
Yeah, she doesn't get credit for a kill on it, but essentially she earned that point with her work up front. And now the block for the Badgers settling in. Give the point to Spreck there with that contact at the net after the big blast from Franklin. Crawford able to lift it over. Running the middle for Hardison, and that mistimed. So Kinkilla with the kill and back to serve for the Aussie. There's contact from Kinkilla. And there's the block for Wisconsin. You mentioned, Emily, they haven't worked on it a ton. They're focused on the offense. This is 4 serve errors on the night for the Scarlet Knights. Morellis looking for Kinkilla right into the block of Wisconsin. Active Division I players. Started her career at Kansas. Now been finishing strong with the Badgers and doing it again.
On too many runs. Wisconsin's doing a really nice job of siding out at a massively high clip, almost 80%.
Morellis had to go back to Kinkilla. Opportunity Wisconsin. How about the block? Stuff there for the freshman. Furbringer decides to go on 2.
Just taking a step off of the net and putting over a nice heavy swing. Malka Bennington, Nebraska native. Tough battle at the net there. Smith with 6 kills. Tough serve. Terry! Oh, Rodriguez! Somehow keeps it up. Terry again off the block. Set to the middle, sent right back over.
Grew up in State College, part of the staff for Russ Rose as a student and a player. With this vaunted program underway here, Maryland in the red tops on the road, Penn State in the white, and right away.
Merzig's a player that likes that cross court. When you're going up against a big blocker, you have to switch to the line.
Off speed there from Caroline Juravicius. She and Maggie Mendelson both transferring in along. Much like the guy he learned from, Russ Rose, Adam Hughes making notes in the little book here early in the game and taking an early timeout with his team giving up 7 of the first 9 points in this opening set on the road at third-ranked Penn State. And there's the block from Sydney Bryant to try to energize this group. Jess Mersick back to serve in her second year at Penn State, after starting her career at Michigan, and trying to get that in rhythm. Doesn't go for Eva Rohrbach, and been a solid fixture, coming off 12 digs last match against Michigan State in her role as defensive specialist. Dowler right into the teeth of the Penn State block. Dowler going outside. side for Sire. Easy block there for the Nittany Lions.
And the biggest reason Maryland was able to storm back, their backcourt defense picking up.
She had 19 digs in a big upset win for the Terps over Minnesota last year, and she's got a big dig start here in a potential upset of number 3 Penn State on the road. Mendelson, though, and Izzy Stark setting the tone here for set 2.
Which is that we've seen over the last few years. If they need a piece, they reach in the portal to get it most of the time.
And again, 2 highly regarded freshmen coming in. See the Nittany Lions zooming on by after taking 6 of the last 7 points to go up 2. Snitta. Denied. Big block for Hannah and Mendelson. We had a really engaging conversation with her at pass and serve practice today, the freshman who's so excited to be here and going through Big Ten competition this year. Penn State's block with Rohrbach serving, trying to claw back in and maybe take another set on the road for the Nittany Lions and really put the heat on number 3 in the land. But number 1 for Penn State gets a key block. And so strong in the opening set, helping the Terps with a win with all of her defensive prowess. Nice serve there to help trigger things for the Terps. That's Snitta with the stuff up front.
Together, when you can serve your opponent out of system or get in a situation where you know it's going outside.
Hanging right there. And Penn State was able to blast away in the last set and take it by 5. Terps, though, trying to hang on to this lead. Penn State pulls even again. 3-time first-team All-Big Ten performer when you need her most. Faldudo going up. Russ delivering. And Adam Hughes had a telling remark to us today at the Terps practice. It is hard to be consistent in this conference with the pressure you see on a nightly basis. Russ and Snitta up front. Maryland's best server ready. Grimes handling Snitta. Out of the back row is Sire. Juravicius stuffed. Dowler and company get it done. Consistency, we mentioned. In this conference, hard to be that good night in, night out. And the ones that are, they're the difference makers for some of the best teams in the league. There to Covelli Center. That one will follow us here in the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Follow it on the app if it gets underway. And we'll get you out there on the network after the conclusion of this one. Taylor Trammell really delivering for Penn State. It's work for Snitta. 17 kills, getting about 300 on the night. Juravicius.
That make it such a hard conference to play in. Well, when you know Nebraska's coming to town too, you're gonna sell out because people come for a show.
So they make it look so easy, but let me tell you, that is so hard as a hitter to do.
Off the block.
Energy. The energy that she brings to this Nebraska team.
Speaking of energy, Terry tries once again. Blackwell's been all over the net today with Reagan Riley at the service line. By the way, you may notice both number 2, the Rileys are on their respective teams. Landfair denied the block there again. As Mosher is now at the service line. Another bullet right at Murray. Krause. Hernandez. Hard to believe that Harper Murray was just a freshman last year. Andy Jackson just a freshman last year. 2 big impact players. That time, Illinois stuffed at the net. Nebraska on the brink of their 3rd Big Ten win. Off the block, sent right back down. Nebraska closes out set number 3, and they close out this match. The Cornhuskers 3-0 in Big Ten play.
Time they didn't have a winning season was in 2019. There's a great story behind that too, Audrey, with this restock this season. Oregon will continue to play Ohio State out of transition. Responded by Oregon, and another big block and athletic play at the tape.
deep into the corner.
How about that thumb down swing, juking out the defense for Oregon, who is looking to get back in it. Cleaned up by Ohio State. London again goes big, and the big block. State and their dorm is completely gone, so we send our thoughts and prayers there, and happy she is okay, and a big block for Ohio State.
Are no longer a factor on the attack, so it was a point, but a well-placed tip by London.
London back to serve and trying to load up in the back row. Defense from Ohio State. It's Selman back to swing. Morris with a set to the back row. That one is read all the way through. Ohio State was on it. No mystery there. What a response for Glover. That's a stuff block on the side of Ohio State. Eloise Brandewie.
Hitting really, really well percentage-wise in this second set.
Deep float serve again. Tuman's serve is hard to handle. Collier, and a two-block situation is denied at the hands of...
In the middle, and Collier finds herself one-on-one.
Set point for Oregon. Collier with the serve. Aggressive set for Tuman. Big swing from the pin. Lontot says, excuse me, I've got it. Tuman finds the middle again. It's covered. Back to London. Denied a big Oregon block all over the reed to take it 25-21. No mystery where that ball was going.
Shoulder so that she's not hitting it straight away. Angles there to hit into from the good set by Klein.
That's a big block to follow it up. 5-1 lead now for Oregon.
The ball going deep cross court.
Pass for Morris. And a great block for Ohio State.
Yeah, if you're Matt Elmer, you've got to be pleased with, potentially here. It looks like getting your first road win in the Big Ten, and Penn State is up next, but a lot of things here that they're doing exceptionally well, especially being on the road in this type of environment in the Cavelli.
London looking to get her team out of trouble. She can't there.
That match point.
Match points, as you said, for Morris with the serve. Ohio State looking to get out of it. They won't. Oregon takes it. A clean sweep in their first Big Ten road trip of the season.
2 reviews before even the midway point as Bolton is back to serve for the Spartans. Dug out Mills. Corsellis just plays it over. Bishop set up to Anderson. She's stuffed at the net by Cameron Hayworth. Hayworth, great topspin on that one, but good dig up by Iosea. Bishop tries to catch Maddie Sell off guard, but Maddie Sell read that one like a book. There's this thing I've heard, it's called the announcer jinx.
Which I don't believe is real.
An anomaly as Kenzie Daphne fires in a serve that Iosea is able to collect. Great block, Ava Vickers, are you kidding me? But volleyball is what we're at now, so Iosea to serve. Corsellis just with finesse. Gets another one at the net. Hayworth. Kulig is stuffed by Alonzo Corsellis. That kill was pretty perfect, and Gary really not much that she could do. Hayworth over to Corsellis. She is just stuffed by a pair of Spartans. Susanna Kulig and Aaliyah Moore in the mix. Great block there.
The communication aspect of volleyball is so important, and it's such a crucial piece.
Hayworth takes it herself, but Bishop was ready. Anderson. Saris is blocked.
Last year for the Ducks. It's her second kill of the night, but also has 3 errors thus far. Mersick cross court. Morris. Nice dig. Set up for the back row. How about the contact from Jillian Grimes there for Penn State? And Mersick with a solo shutdown. Trammell had it perfectly. 3 swings, 3 kills. Perfection thus far for the Penn State middle. Stark looking for Hannah. And how about Glover leading the block parade with another serve opportunity. Klein going back for Glover. Izzy Stark looking for Mersick. And finally, Oregon with a rare denial of Penn State's kill leader. Izzy Stark, she can do more than just set. Mercick, another block there, just the double, but it does the trick for the Ducks. Third kill of this night. Faldudo's serve, handled by the Ducks. And Mendelson there with a big block. Again, played a pair of sports at Nebraska.
Defense up front, getting a little extra juiced up.
Quick run in the middle, and Mendelson there, reading it off the swing of... Trying to make it consecutive set victories here in this battle of top 11 teams in the country, and Mercick means business up front.
Is that good?
I'd say.
I think that's good.
Delaney Maple to serve for the Hoosiers. Great dig out by Iosea. Anderson, powerful swing, but blocked by Maddie Sell and Avery Tatum.
Yeah, it was, we were talking about earlier how he hadn't spent one, and then he does, and Indiana picks it back up. They look much better in these latter stages of this second set.
Real massive improvement right there. Maple, powerful serve. Good dig out by Iosea, though. Preston. Hayworth has it. Maple just floats it over. Michigan State's able to collect. Blocked again. Maddie Sell, Avery Tatum in the mix.
Basically a lot. Avery Tatum did that a little bit in the second set, saying, you've got to beat me. And that time Indiana came out on the short end.
Sometimes that's what you need to do, especially in those tight corners. Tatum trying to respond, but Anderson again, I mean, Zioc is back to serve.
Yeah, and
for the Spartans.
That's really been one of the only sort of weak spots for Indiana. Usually the aces are so strong, but it'll go a long way right now towards forcing us to a fourth set.
Spartans trying to extend this one to a fourth set, and Morzilla. Alonzo Corsellis is blocked again at the net, and there is the 6-point lead.
She hasn't had an ace since the first serve of the match, but if she changes that here, it would be big for Indiana.
Tough dig out there by the Spartans, gives it back to Indiana for some offense. Geddes again. Conversation
here tonight, and it's allowed Indiana to hang around.
Strong server, Delaney Maple. Bishop over Anderson. She's stuck by Avery Tatum and Maddie Sell. Bishop. Kulig is met by Ava Vickers. Hold'em, dug out, back with Bishop. Strong by Moore, but blocked again. Ava Vickers in the mix.
Very versatile in that way, much like a certain Curtis Pork.
If Curtis Pork is calling, are you answering? Hayworth over to Corsellis, who's blocked at the net. Bishop, Maple collects. Over to Alonzo Corsellis, and great block there. All the Hoosiers were.
the Drake looking at his computer like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it now.
What a block, Avery Tatum. Ava Vickers in the mix. This one's tied. Family in attendance and all. Hayworth back to Corsellis, and she is blocked. I thought you said NBA 2K. I was about to be confused. MLB, okay.
Yeah.
The show. Oh, that was before the show?
Well, it was at the same time as the show when there used to be competition. That, of course, now very foreign in the video game market.
Yeah, it's just monopolies.
All over the place.
Like a monopoly in the volleyball world, like the Big Ten.
You could argue that, certainly.
Maddie Sell with the block gets the point back for the Hoosiers. 5 blocks. She has just been there. And Ava Vickers with 6 herself. Strong swing by Okora, and again it's Maddie Sell. She is fired up.
Taylor Anderson serves it away for the Boilermakers. And it's Myers teaming up with Kenna Wallard.
Northwestern's got to take advantage of that.
Tied at 22. Colvin again gets blocked.
Northwestern's got a chance to take the opening set.
Been a while since Northwestern's won a set at home. Can they do it here? The block kept up by Purdue. Hudson tries again. Put down. Northwestern takes set number 1, 25-23.
And just couldn't quite get set in time.
It's that low, just barely clipping the tape set, or serve, excuse me, from Ryan McAleer. It's giving Northwestern a hard time, but the block is there to answer. Navarrete comes on to serve. Kennedy Hill subbed in for the middle. Impressed Purdue was able to keep that up. Here's Rylan Reed into the block. Hudson is fired up.
Finishing that one, that's an auspicious start to the set for her and the team. It's about showing what you can do in the 4th and 5th sets now, too.
Northwestern does not have a timeout they can use the rest of this set. A joust at the net falls on the Cat side. Wagner camping underneath it. Kept up, hopped around, and sent over free. Rousseau for Hill, blocked solo by Meyer.
You're going to get with 5 years of collegiate volleyball. Northwestern trying the back set to Kennedy Hill up the pipe.
Looking very, very strong so far. Trubin with the dig. Tuninga over to Livings, gets blocked there by Kendall Ray. Looking for another one here, won't get it that time. Tuninga over to Livings, and another block from Jackie Boney.
It's Vicentine with her jump serve. Dealt with well by Williams. Back row Schnitta, he taken off it off the touch. Back row, Kankela roofed.
Following the kill, this is Grote looking to end things from the service line. Horn over on 2 after the deflection up the gut. And the block. Aolea coming up with the goods. Got the stuff to close out the second set.
There's actually more recent history between Iowa and Washington than you would expect. They last played in 2022, but this is the first meeting as Big Ten rivals. Iowa and number 25 Washington underway. Start of a 2-game Midwest road trip for the Huskies. They'll be in Madison, Wisconsin to take on the Badgers, ranked number 9 in the country, next. Gabby Deary is stuffed, and minutes ago we talked about the Washington block, and there it is on display. Barnes is coaching at his 6th college volleyball program in the course of his 27-year coaching career. They've all really been rebuilds, so he's got that formula down as Garcia is stuffed again by that very intimidating Washington front line.
Swings hard and also knows when to tip.
She missed all of last season recovering from shoulder surgery.
Disciplined and setting up a block. Sometimes in plays like that, it's easy.
Jenna Meitzler is setting for Iowa. She serves now.
True freshman.
And another block on that right side. Good block by Malu Garcia. From Hickman, Nebraska, Norris High School. Straight up back row. Krause from off the net. Diving up by Gallus. Back row, Beeson. Gallus is there again. Sends it back over. Oh, great job by Alec to keep that alive.
If you're not up for the block, then you got to do a defensive play, and that's what she did.
And Wigginstall shut down by Lindsey Krause, and Nebraska has match point in Lincoln. Back row, big block for Rebecca Alec, and Nebraska closes it down with the defense, and they sweep the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Kate Riley in the serve all the way down to our right. Going to come up near the corner and send one down the middle to Jacobs. Burke out to the left. Demetrician is roofed. Audrey Pack going up.
Left back and middle back part of the court, trying to keep it away from Dewick and serve receive.
20-15. Pack from behind the 10-foot line. Get at the horn off the soft block. Chopra keeps it alive. Right side, and the Bruin block has continued to be big time. 4 aces tonight, 7 aces on Michigan's road trip to Los Angeles. Burke in the middle of the court, and how about a block solo from Anna Dotson?
To put them in the best position to win.
three-time captain for Michigan State, and Colvin with some energy after the timeout taken by Purdue.
Yeah.
The kick save and the beauty.
Yeah.
And Moore was denied by Hudson.